entitled attitudes and thinking they're above the law.
I want the manager of the airport here!
But what happens when Karens bark up the wrong tree and try to take on police officers?
Get your fucking hands off me!
Cool.
Hey. Stop it! Assault!
Now you gotta charge for battery on a peace officer.
This is the ultimate compilation of all these moments, starting with arguably the most satisfying. In early December 2021, multiple drivers reported a blue car speeding down a New Mexico highway. However, shortly after pulling them over, he was shown that this was going to be one of the most difficult stops of his entire career. The driver had sped off, making a complete fool of the officer. In fact, it'd gone so far that the officer was unable to pursue it, and instead radioed in the license plate and vehicle description. He did, however, continue in the same direction as the driver, and miraculously managed to spot the car parked outside a gas station nearby. But things somehow only managed to get worse.
Hey man, who just walked in owning that car?
That's it.
What are you gonna do about it?
Come out of the stall and get out. Now.
I'm peeing! Oh,
Come out of the fucking vehicle.
fuck!
Get out here now.
Fuck!
Get out!
I'm getting
Get your
out.
fucking hands up.
What did I do? I didn't do anything! I just went to pee!
Wasn't you.
What?
That's why they told me you're driving that blue car, right?
Yes?
Okay, good. You are now detained. So I figured out exactly why you left from...
Insane.
Because you took off my traffic stop.
What are you talking about?
While she didn't exactly try to hide it, the cop made sure to confirm she was the driver of the blue vehicle before officially detaining her. And now that he's got her cuffed, he's able to get to the bottom of exactly why she sped off, and what she could be hiding from the cops.
Let's go.
No, you need to get.
Come on.
Let me go! Let me go! You are such an asshole! Let me go!
That's what happens when you run from the police.
Let me go!
Come on.
No! Let me go! Let me go!
Stand right here.
I didn't do
Stand right here and separate your feet. Separate your feet. Separate your feet!
I didn't do anything!
This is just the start of the resistance from this woman, as she continues to beg the officer to release her. But this cop isn't making the same mistake twice. Just think of the abuse from his colleagues if he lets this woman escape again. So he radios for backup, and has a second officer keep an eye on her while he continues to try and identify her.
Where's your ID?
I don't know.
What's your name?
Jamie
Jamie what?
Granger.
The only place you're going is to jail.
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I did not do anything.
Okay.
Please let me go. I just want to call my boyfriend, please.
You're not calling anybody. The only place that you're going to go is the jail. You're going to go to jail for resisting arrest, eluding.
I didn't
All
do
right?
anything.
Yes, you did. I stopped you 8 miles down the road. I stopped you 8 miles down the road. You pulled over for me, and then you took off.
No, I did not.
Okay.
I
I got to go talk to the
Please
manager
let
really
me
quick.
call my boyfriend.
The woman was identified as Jamie Granger, and the manager confirmed she was indeed the driver of the blue Hyundai. He also apologized for kicking in their now broken bathroom door. When he returned to Jamie and his colleague, she still hadn't given her identity over, despite having not stopped screaming since the officer left. So he decided it was time to try and finally strike a deal and get some information out of her.
Please, please.
Still no identity.
No, that's fine. If you work with me, I'm going to work with you.
Let me call
Okay.
my boyfriend, please.
If I let you call your boyfriend, you're going to tell me who you are? Where's your phone?
I think it's in my car right there.
Where?
Right, the blue car right behind.
Obviously
right
the blue car, but where in the blue car?
And I don't know, in the console, I think.
Okay. So I noticed that while we were in the bathroom, that I smelled a faint odor of alcohol coming from you. Have you had anything to drink today?
A little bit.
A little bit. Is that why you ran from me?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't
So
know you were out.
the reason why I stopped you, okay, is because you were called in by several people failing to maintain your lane and going head on with other cars. Okay. Don't play games with me right now. Okay. I'm not stupid. Stop treating me like I am, okay? When I turned around and put my lights on, okay? When I turned around to put my lights on, I saw you driving the car. When I got out of the truck and walked around, you decided to take off.
No, I
Yes.
did not. No.
Yes,
no,
you did.
No,
Then what do
I
you
did
call it?
not.
Then what do you
I
call
was
it?
just coming to this gas station.
Negative.
I swear, I did not know you were after me. I swear.
That's
I
why
was
you.
just
That's why you
coming
pulled
here.
over for me. That's why I stopped right behind you.
No, I didn't know.
It's not even in question that Jamie is lying through her teeth here, but at least they have an explanation for everything now. She's had more than a little to drink, so now the officers are tasked with figuring out exactly how much. To calm her down, though, they let her call her boyfriend while they finish some paperwork, and it seems to do the trick. But unfortunately, their moment of peace wouldn't last for so long.
How much you had to drink today?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's not what you told me initially.
No.
So
Nothing.
you had nothing to drink.
No.
Okay. So would you be willing to take some standardized field sobriety tests so I can see? No.
Sure. Yep, I'll take some field sobriety tests. Sure.
So here's the deal. If you try to run,
I'm not gonna run.
all right, I'm going to tack you to the ground and there's a possibility you might get injured.
Not gonna run.
Okay.
I did not. No, I'm not gonna run.
Okay.
Unbuckle me. I'll take whatever test you want.
You want to take some field sobriety tests?
Sure.
All right. So we're going to go right over here. We're going to use
Okay.
that line. That way it's nice and flat. We're out of the way. That big yellow line right there on the road.
Okay.
All right.
And if I pass these tests,
You're still going to jail.
why?
I already told you.
What'd I do?
For evading.
We've all seen these sobriety tests before. She's made to follow the officer's finger to check for strange eye movements, walk the yellow line and stand on one leg. But before the cop can even start with the second test, Jamie decides she's had enough. But not in the way you might expect.
Don't start yet. Okay? I didn't tell you to start. Do you understand my test?
You know what? I'm drunk. Okay? I'm drunk.
Okay.
I just want my boyfriend. Okay?
Where's your boyfriend at?
You called him. I don't know.
Okay. Well, do you want to finish the test or do you want to stop?
Just stop.
Okay.
No, do not put me back in those. I will gladly.
Listen to me. I'll put him in the front if you just chill out. Okay? But I have to put him on you. Okay?
Fine.
All right. So you're going to be under arrest for driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor and or drugs. Okay? There's something I need to read to you. All right?
The cop reads her rights and heads off to do a little more paperwork while she once again calls her boyfriend. The cop is being extremely respectful and understanding to a woman that frankly doesn't deserve it at all. And what does he get in return? Well, you're about to find out.
Okay, Jamie. So, what, he hung up on you?
He's gonna come get me.
Well, so we're going to talk about that, okay? You want to hold on to your phone? That way you can use it again? All right. So with these charges that you're receiving, there is no bond, which means you cannot get out of jail.
I did not do anything.
Well, that's a difference of opinion we have. Okay?
What did I do?
You're driving drunk because you're under arrest for driving under the influence. Okay? You took off from my traffic stop, which is resisting and evading, so you're going to go to jail for that. Okay.
Traffic stop.
Well, I can't help you if you don't remember, but I definitely remember you. Okay?
Please just let me go.
No.
Please.
That's not how this works. Okay, that's not how this works.
What am I supposed to do?
Sit in jail. All right?
No,
So
I can't just sit in jail.
part of the process of towing your car is I have to inventory it. Now, are there any large quantities of money that I need to be made aware of that way? Okay. Do you have any firearms in there?
No.
Okay. I have to ask those questions, all right?
It seems that something about the officer searching her car set her off. But just seconds after the cop discovers 2 open bottles of vodka by the driver's seat, she goes ballistic.
Stop!
Okay.
What?
Tell you what,
Let me go!
I'm gonna put the handcuffs behind your back if you don't stop.
No! Let me go!
No.
I did not do this! Let me go! You cannot hold my car!
Okay. Nope, you're not getting out.
Yes, I am! No! 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 Get off me! Get off me! Get off me! Stop it!
You're gonna get
Stop it! Sexual assault!
You're gonna get an additional.
Let me go!
Do you?
Let me go!
You're gonna get battery
Sexual
on
assault!
You're gonna get another charge if
No!
you hit me.
Let me go! Let me go!
Come back over here. Put your
No.
seatbelt on.
No!
Come back
Let
over
me
here.
go!
Come on.
No!
Come on. Okay.
Let me go!
The kick to the officer's chest disconnected his body cam for a moment, but when it returns, she's outside of the vehicle still crying, but with an extra charge of battery on an officer. What's almost worse than the resisting, biting, and kicking is the false claims of sexual assault at the officer. When horrible people like Jamie make these bogus allegations, it belittles women who are actually victims of it, and can result in actual claims being discredited in future cases. But that seems to be the least of Jamie's worries. She's more concerned with making as big a scene as possible, in the delusional hope that it'll somehow get her released.
Let me go! Let me go!
Get in there.
Run!
Get in.
No! No!
Get
Let
in.
me go! No!
Get in.
No! Run!
Get in.
Get your feet in.
No!
Get your feet in.
Let me go! Let me go!
Get in.
No!
Get your feet
No! Let me go!
Get in.
Go!
Just get in. Come on.
No!
Put
no!
your foot in.
No!
Can you
No.
run the other side? We'll drag her in.
Let me go! Let me go!
Put your foot in there.
No!
Come on. You'll get another charge.
No!
Get in.
No!
Get in.
No!
Put your foot in.
You're hurting me!
Get in.
No!
Just pull her out. Thank you. Leave her. Hi. Oh, I hate drunk people, dude.
Unfortunately for this poor officer, he had to spend many more hours with Jamie while he took her to jail and booked her. But we are able to skip straight to the charges. In court, she pleaded guilty to aggravated DWI and 2 counts of battery on a police officer. But unfortunately, her exact charges are unknown. But if you thought that was bad, wait until you see this next Karen. These two cops were called to an apartment building for a noise complaint, but things escalated quickly.
You need to get away from my house. Like you?
Yeah, I don't like you either, so. As long as we're, yeah.
I am a nurse, and I did 12 years of it, and you need to get off. And I told you, this is a locked building. Get outside of my building now.
The woman is clearly intoxicated and completely unaware of what's going on. Remember, she is the one that called the cops to her building, but it seems she's completely forgotten exactly why she did that and is now taking offense to the police's presence in her building.
You're a lieutenant.
No, not lieutenant.
So get down.
Because I'm not lieutenant.
I said get down.
I dare you to touch me. That'll be great.
Well, that will never. Happen.
Oh, you were drunk.
I'm telling you to get out of my building.
What's
What
wrong?
I'm saying, I need to.
What's wrong?
And that's why is this happening? Why? We're not even speaking anything. Tell him to get out. Bye. Bye.
The cops are clearly not fazed by the woman whatsoever and are just there to do their jobs. They were called by the woman and want to get to the bottom of why. If they can determine that it was done maliciously with no good reason, they can charge her for wasting police resources. But with the way things are going, she's about to catch a disorderly conduct case as well.
You don't ever come around my door.
How about this? Don't call us and I won't come back here.
I will have you this far. Like,
I think it's far. Please do it.
I'm with a nurse for over many years.
I don't care.
Exactly. I don't care.
My name's Alden. So,
And you don't ever walk over.
get
Do
inside.
not walk over upstairs again.
I'm going to treat you like a 4-year-old for county if you don't go in there.
I have a locked building. Let me out. You locked building.
Just goes down.
I'm telling you, don't ever. You do not ever come in my building.
Shut up.
The officers know the woman is just extremely drunk and confused, and staying on her property is just making things worse. So they decide to just leave and hope she manages to settle down. But before they do, they see her leave her apartment and start attacking one of her tenants.
I'm going to jail.
You're going to jail. We'll give you a lot.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
After her arrest, the woman was taken to the police station for further processing, where she continues to be loud, angry, and awkward as ever.
What's my name? It's Jason. My name's Jason. Call my family. No, take my. No. I said no. No, take my watch.
Are you going to be able to get through this?
No. Because he
You're going to be able to get through this process. Okay, listen.
did wrong.
Are you listening?
I didn't do anything wrong. He did this. He did.
It took a while, but the woman was eventually processed and charged with disorderly conduct. She was allowed to sleep off the alcohol in jail and sent back on her way. But somehow, this woman doesn't even come close to the level of anger and violence that the girl in our next case does. On February 25th, 2022, cops received a call about a possible drunk driver outside a bar. When they arrived, they found something they never expected. The driver of the vehicle was asleep with the engine on and his foot on the gas pedal. Had the car not been in park, he'd have been speeding straight ahead into traffic. So the cops knew they were going to have to wake the driver up and figure out what's going on.
You pull off the gas. You guys step out of the vehicle for me, all right? I want you guys to drink tonight. I'm tired, dude. You're passed out with your foot. It's the gas, it's over. You realize the gas.
Smoking any weed today?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Earlier.
Yeah, when's the last time?
Earlier.
Smells like an
The man admits to have been drinking and smoking tonight, and judging by his slurred speech and condition when they found him, it's clear he was definitely too impaired to be driving. So he decides to skip the sobriety tests and gets put straight in cuffs.
So that was bad. That shouldn't happen. You understand, sir? If you were in a park, your car would have been going across the street in the traffic. 100%. Probably what we do. I can't make that promise. If you can find a ride, you won't take a ride. Please call them off. Hold on 1 second. In there. I'm so sorry.
Now, this should be where the story ends, but it turns out the man's girlfriend was still inside the bar, and when she saw the cops searching her car, she was not happy whatsoever.
Oh my God.
Okay. Here,
What the f are you doing?
you need to calm down.
No, you need to get the f in my car.
Arrest. You want to be
For what?
They talk.
So that's right now. What? The f for what?
Hey,
That's right now. I did literally nothing wrong. No. What the f? What? Why did you search my car?
Because your boyfriend had one crashed out in your car. He was in the driver's seat.
For what?
Driving.
It's obvious his girlfriend isn't exactly sober either, and the more the cops try to calm her down, the angrier she seems to get.
What are you talking about? Why are you in my car?
Because he was in the car. He was operating the car. And he's out on the rest of
How? Where's the security footage? What? Are you shitting me right now? You touched my that's my car. You didn't have my permission.
You want to take your marijuana?
My marijuana?
Yeah.
You arrested him!
Yeah, there's marijuana in the car.
Go ahead, slap me with the because it's decriminalized.
don't need your permission.
Go ahead. No, you're not gonna search my mother's car.
Raise your voice here because.
For what? For what? Your investigation for what? That's my car. You do not have, get a search warrant. That is my car. You do not have permission.
The cops obviously are correct here, and they are allowed to search the vehicle. As the man admitted to smoking marijuana and the cops smelled it inside the vehicle, they have reasonable suspicion to believe that either the man or the owner of the vehicle were breaking the law. This gives them the authority to search the vehicle and confiscate the drugs without a search warrant. However, the girl just doesn't seem to understand this and continues shouting and arguing with the cops for a further 3 minutes before they decide to put her under arrest. But they could never expect what she would do next.
I literally don't know it. I literally don't know it. So nothing. Literally nothing is on me. Nothing is on me right now. I want to look behind you. You're not gonna play shit like I can wait for you.
Your hands on your back.
What?
Obstruction of official business.
Because I have money, baby. We're gonna sue the state of Claremont County.
Tonight, you won't be.
I literally did nothing. You have no.
Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back, man.
Get the off. Get off.
Right now.
Also, I need 5 minutes.
Let's go.
One mother. Yes. One mother. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I got.
Go ahead. Get the
If you think again, you're gonna get authorized.
I literally didn't. Are you? Where's your
Get in the car.
Where's your
In the car. Put the seatbelt on.
Thank you, please. Safety is very important.
After aggressively resisting the officers and even kicking one of them in the head, she's finally placed in the back of a patrol vehicle and taken to the station. In search of the vehicle, multiple pill bottles and large bags of marijuana were also recovered. The girl was hit with charges of obstructing official business, resisting arrest and disorderly conduct. It's unclear what the man's charges were, but he was allowed to return to his apartment after the events of that night. But none of these Karens were quite as entitled and insane as this one.
I want the manager of the airport here! I want it now!
On the 25th of May 2021, police were called to a public disturbance at an airport. They had no idea what to expect, but they didn't think it'd be this bad.
Police officer! I did nothing!
Ma'am, what happened?
This guy chokeholded me!
Ma'am.
What the f is wrong with him? No, you need to talk to him. He chokeholded me. They saw it. My God! What is wrong with America?
Calm down. Calm down.
No, that guy needs to be arrested.
Come on, go over here.
You saw it. You saw it.
Ma'am.
You saw it. He chokeholded me.
Ma'am, what's your name? I'm on. Sir,
He threw me to the ground.
what's your name?
My name is Terry Ann Blue.
Come over here and we'll talk, okay?
As you'd expect, none of the other passengers saw anyone chokehold Terry. But they did see her drunkenly rush to her gate and push past other passengers to get to the front of the queue. A passenger stopped her from pushing past and forced her back in line. This caused her to start yelling and claiming that she was assaulted. As you can tell from this next clip, her actions didn't make her very popular with the other passengers.
I want the manager of the fucking airport here. Who saw me? Who saw me? I am jumping to the ground. Who saw me? I saw you run to the ground when you went. He chokeholded me to the ground.
Ma'am, let's go over here. Ma'am,
I'm a woman.
over here.
In a dress.
Ma'am, let's go over here. Ma'am, let's go over here, okay?
Hello. You fuck off. I want the manager of the airport here. No.
Ma'am.
No.
Calm down.
I want the manager here.
Okay, we'll get the manager.
I'm not be treated like this. I want an officer here.
Ma'am, I am, officer.
I've been through hell trying to get through this goddamn airport service. I want some help. I want it now.
Terry continues to scream and plead for one of the other passengers to stand up for her. And say they saw the attack, but to no avail. She spends the next 5 minutes repeating the same story and doesn't stop screaming at any point. So the cop decides instead to go and talk to the man that she's claiming attacked her. But the interaction didn't go the way the cop expected.
Thank you. So you? Yes. Can you come out? She's not gonna bother. You can come out too. How are you? So what happened? She was making a ruckus over there. Kind of thing. She came up behind us with a whole line. And it wasn't her group. I got it. She tried to bust through. She came over and shut the door. The door was halfway shut. She came rushing through the door. She said that you grabbed her neck. So you have an idea, right? Absolutely.
The man explained his side of the story politely, stayed calm, and complied with the officer. A direct contrast to how Terry is still acting.
Terry, calm down. No, what's happening? No, this guy chokehold me. Look at the cameras. Okay. He threw me to the ground and chokeholded me. Another passenger. You know, he was that woman at the reservation just sent him on me. You want to come have a seat so I can help you out? Please help me. I'm here to help you, okay? Let's get you sit down so you can catch your breath. You want some water? You want to put the water fountain with me? That's the water fountain. Here, okay? You want to get some water? Sure. Yeah, everybody, thank you for sticking up for me. Okay.
She's temperamental, but she's slow. Only calming down. However, she's still lashing out at the passengers for not immediately rushing to her aid.
Thank you for helping me! That's her son. Fucking assholes! There's no... Some America! They all saw it! They all saw it! Okay, he's still there in the door! The guy that chokeholded me! There. Okay. Here, get some water. Yeah, don't care about my shit. I don't care. I just want to go home! Oh my god, I'm never finding it. I can't stand America. I'm moving to Spain. Did you have anything to drink today, sir? Yes, I did. It's not against the law. No, it's not. How much did you have to drink today? I had a couple of margaritas. Go talk to the bartender. I had a very fine time with